like to tell you that this is a great pleasure to have you in this moment. So we are going to look on an abstract, more about abstract. So I'm lecturer ELIE, welcome. So in abstract, it's a part of a book where you don't have to ignore or where you don't have to forget. So our abstract is composed by many things, because we are going to look on the advantages of abstract and definition of abstract. Even we will continue with looking how an abstract, when it's missing in a book, the problem that can happen. So alright, we begin with the real definition of an abstract. So an abstract is taken as a brief summary of a complete research or an innovation project. So this parts of a book, which is called an abstract, it's a great part where it is composed by many things. So as the definition is telling us, it's a brief description. So where you get all things or all information that related on the book you wrote. Or the book you wrote, it should has the different meanings or the different functions where you are pointing on, or what you want to show the peoples, or the reason of writing. So let's continue with an element, the element of an abstract. So an abstract should has the elements so as to guide for those peoples or for the authors who are making the book has a great meaning. So some of the elements of the abstract. So here we are going to look on 5 elements of an abstract. So 5 elements of an abstract. It is include introduction. One is an introduction. 2, it's a significance of the research. The next is a methodology and result, and even a recommendation and conclusion. So let's come in a deep so as to understand what's the elements, every element, its uniqueness, or how it is differ from. So this introduction is a first part of an abstract and should be brief and attractive to the reader. So this introduction, it should be, or it should brings the curiosity for those who are reading your journal or even your book. The next is a significance of the study. So in the significance of the study, you highlight the reason why you decided to write that book. So this usually answers the question, why did you do this research? Already you can't plan to write a book without have a purpose, or where you are not pointing on the particular advantages. So that's why in your abstract you show the reason why you took the decision of writing on it. So the next is a methodology. So in a methodology, you bring the method you will use. For instance, you may use a book that's written by others, and you may collect the group of people so as to ask about the topic do you have according to the objective do you have. So in methodology, you try to show and to display the different method you use. So and the next one is a result. When you are making an investigation, already you have objective. When it is achieved, or when it become unachievable, so those results, we need it, because when people is reading your abstract, he really see the result you took from your research. That's why your result should be displayed, or what did you took from your research. So the next one is called the conclusion and recommendation. Already when you are making a result, you should conclude. You have to conclude and recommend to the peoples. For instance, you may take a decision of writing on a particular disease. So when you took a decision of writing on a particular disease, you conclude by recommending and give some advices and some recommendation to different peoples. So those was an element of an abstract that can help you to write your book properly and to make the peoples be attractive so as to continue to enjoy your book. So the next, let's look on another topic or another point which is going to favorite us in the advantages of an abstract. The advantages of an abstract, it's a numerous, because when you have a good abstract, so your book may be read by many people. So let's look one of them. So we are going to look like 5, and we may add more. So one of the advantages of an abstract, one, it is more necessary to write an abstract, because it helps those people who are reading your book to have grit or to increase their skills through the abstract you wrote in a good way. So, and also this abstract, it favors, it comes as a contrast, as an influencer. Because when your book has a good abstract, already the people started to think about the next pages, and continue to read and to enjoy your book. The next one, the abstract, it helps a book to display a point by point in a few words, because it works and it acts as a summary of the book. It means that it gives really good meaning and a great way of understanding your book. The next one, this abstract, it will works as an influencer already. The next one, let's look on an abstract, how it may influence the people to continue by slowly to influence them. So when people see the abstract, and when your abstract is really influencing the people, they get a willing of buying more books. For instance, so I may read a book from the internet. So when I influenced it, so I get a mission, I get a program of buying it. I decided to buy it because I've already been attracted by an abstract. That's why an abstract should has a great role for the book. So the next one, let's look. So what can be a problem when an abstract is missing? Because you may write a book without an abstract. So it is not really well, because your book can be misunderstood and it can bring a more problem. But let's look really what will be happen when your book miss an abstract. So when your book miss an abstract, generally it is not acceptable for a journal articles to be published without an abstract. So this is because the abstract provided the readers with information about what to expect in a paper. Thus, by reading an abstract, a reader can decide whether or not to read the entire articles. That's why when your book miss an abstract, so the people, they miss some informations about your book. Because when an abstract is really displayed, so as me, a reader, I get some informations, because I can't miss a time, or I can't have a time to continue to read the different book, the different pages. That's why when I get an abstract and read it well, it can, or it may give me an opportunity of getting another information. But it is not good to write a book without an abstract. So let's look on this one. So this abstract, it contains a summary of academic texts such as journal articles or dissertation, and it serves two main purposes. 12 potential readers determine the relevance of the paper for their own research. It helps those people to make their research, the relevance of the papers, and it gives the relevance of the papers, and it also determines it. So that's why you don't have to write a book without an abstract. An abstract is very important, because when it misses, you may meet with those things I've said above. Alright, thank you for being with us. This is the end of our lesson. So let's meet on another different videos that will give us a different skills. ELIE Nation, please, as ELIE Nation is give us great skills in different things. So that was a part of a research methodology that has already given us the different ways of writing a book. So let's meet on another conversations or another videos of the research methodologies, where we will look more and more about research methodology. So thank you for being with us. ELIE Nation, peace, please.